We in here. We in here. We in here.
And we're back with your regularly scheduled, low budget, some of us low energy, some of us ridiculously high energy podcast. It is the Draw 4 podcast. It's your weekend recap edition with your girl, the moderator, Peen. We have Lou in the house.
Yep.
Way too energetic. We have T in the house.
Out on bail, fresh water.
And since Ant hates us, we have a special guest from the Earth2 ComicCast. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Mo.
Oh, I put syrup on my eggs.
What?
Oh, Keem loving ass.
We're not doing that today.
Oh, you just hate anybody that doesn't pay you attention, Lou.
Yo,
I love love, King.
Cartman has
love
on
love.
TV right
Yeah.
I love, but I hate Mo loving King.
Okay. Wow, that makes no sense. Okay, I'll take
That's
it.
that's sad. That's sad. I'm a great person. I'm a majestic
You are,
motherfucking
King.
unicorn, and everyone should love me. So,
And I did enjoy having you on my podcast. Thank you for coming. We should have you again. And next
Thank
time
you,
we
Mo.
have you and Lucas, I'm gonna mute Lucas and I'm gonna have you talk the whole time. Is that better?
that would be Lucas's hell. That would
his good place.
that
His
would
good
be
bad place?
Lucas's bad place. Yes.
And nigga, keep in
Ah.
mind that I got as much control over the mute button as Keem does right now.
Okay.
Yeah, but I can also see when you mute, Lou. So it's just gonna be like a battle of the button pushing. I'm too sick for this, Lucas. Don't make me exert the energy that I don't need to.
That means you're gonna give up after like 10 minutes.
I feel like y'all niggas just talk shit. I worked from home today and I worked from bed for the whole 8 hours.
Hope you feel better, Keem. You need to get better.
Thank you, Lou. This weather is doing too much for me right now.
Fuck. Wow. Nope. Nope. Something so reckless is about. Something so ant was about to come out.
Yeah. I'm glad you got your glasses back, and now you can. For some reason, your glasses help you to discern
See
the
your
shit to
wrongdoing.
say and
Ain't
not
that some
to say.
shit? It's like reverse Clark Kent.
Oh god, yeah, it is. Okay, so let's get into it. We will start off with our weekend recap of The Good Place. We're back to the ridiculously short episodes. Like, I looked this time and I watched, as always, I forgot to watch on Thursday, but I watched earlier today, and from start to finish, it said 24 minutes, but that was 24 minutes with commercials. So I feel like we probably got a good 10 to 15 minutes of actual show, because I swear I blinked and it was over. Like,
Some tells me NBC got you sick for talking shit about The Good Place. These episodes.
NBC is like, she's on to it. Shut her up.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah.
You open
So,
any packages lately, King?
I got a lot of packages actually, so it could have
There
been.
you go.
Got that
Could've
old
been any one of them.
anthrax.
Niggas
NBC
coughed in the
package.
box.
No.
They coughed in a box.
All they really had to do was send one of my coworkers after me. Like, you're about to touch the same elevator button and
All
stare
they had to do
around.
was put it in pizza.
That is
King would
that
be a
is
god.
very true. It was probably you, Lou, when we went out the other week. When we went out for
To
the
the
high
drag
heel race,
race?
and I was like, "Let me get a pepperoni," and you sprinkled a little Ebola on the pepperoni, and was like, "Here you go, T."
No, because then Jen would be sick too. Well, your friend would be sick too.
Ooh.
She was nuts.
I gotta check on her, make sure she's okay. I haven't heard from her in a few days. We could both be down and out. She could have been an innocent bystander.
That's what you get for letting men hit on me. That's what you get.
You acting like you don't like that.
I was gonna say they probably thought you was enjoying it.
I was not. He tried to put his whole arm around me.
The dude
Hey.
walked up and said, "Can I get a picture with you?" and slid his arm around Lou. And I was just looking like, personal space. I'm like, why?
Wait,
No,
a picture
why?
of who?
Lou. Like we were walking down the street, and the guy saw Lou, and I guess just thought he was so adorable or
He thought he was
photogenic
Lil
or
Rel.
something. He was like, "There's a celebrity sighting, and I'm gonna get this picture." And he like slid his arm around Lou and held the phone up to take a selfie, and was like, "Can I get a picture with you?"
God, he was already positioned when he asked the question.
Yeah, he was.
Nah,
yeah.
That's why I'm never going with y'all. Never. I'm just uncomfortable with my space being ate
I
up
would have
like
paid
that.
money to see that.
He wasn't even the worst one. I didn't mind because you could brush him off quick. It's that other nigga that made me mad. Hit me with a classic line like, "Hey, don't I know you from somewhere, shorty?"
So,
like, what?
The guy that invaded your personal space didn't make you that mad, but the dude that passed by on the bike and stopped and was like, "Didn't we used to work together?"
Nah,
that's when you were ready to square up.
Because he hit me with the "Don't I know you from somewhere, shorty?" Like, don't fucking play with me. Don't fucking play with me. I know that line. I know those games, King. That other nigga could have legit thought I was Lil Rel. I would have been fine with that.
But he ain't say. But no, because when the other dude put his arm around you, and I saw you starting to get the Arthur fist, and I was like, "Why?"
He was gonna get hit for sure.
Hold on, you was standing with Keen when he said, "Don't I know you from somewhere?"
Yeah,
we were walking
that's
together.
That move. That's that move where you about to pop a nigga in the mouth when they say that shit. They be trying to be slick with it.
Oh, didn't we used to work together? Lou turned around like, "What?" And he was like, "Oh, my bad. I thought you was somebody else." Because we all turned around together.
It was that
like,
damn reaction that made him realize, nah, son, no means no.
But how many straight dudes were there?
I feel like there were probably quite a few.
Just none as handsome as Lou. It's always different.
You were wearing bright colors,
and I look like a big ass teddy bear. So
why would you
have on your Capri?
Try to hug you like?
Plus, I had on gray sweatpants too. But
see, that's your fuck up.
Lou
right
is that was not a fuck up. Lou did that on purpose.
Lou is going out there to tease, cock tease everybody.
Better look at my ball.
You wore gray sweatpants to a drag race. Yeah, dude.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean,
nigga, you put on
the gay community is not overly sexed, okay?
You put on cologne, nigga.
I did put on cologne. I put on cologne everywhere I go. That don't count.
You put on cologne. You wore gray sweatpants. What kind of shirt did he have on, King?
I just remember it was white and it was colorful. No, there was a teddy bear. There was a teddy bear on your shirt, wasn't there, Luke? Because I remember looking and being like,
with Apollo Creed as a teddy bear.
That's what got him.
So Mo, I purposely asked King because Lou was going to correct King and tell her how unfabulous she made this shirt.
No, bitch. It was Apollo Creed on my t-shirt.
Look at y'all are not going to blame the victim because of the way he dressed.
You was asking for it.
That's what
you was asking for it.
That's what you gotta do.
Lou, if you've ever victim shamed in your life,
you just came right back at
this was karma.
I have never victim shamed King. I never blame the woman for the way she dressed. I blame the woman for the way she acts. I don't blame the woman for the way she dresses.
Well, then, Lou, apparently you were acting like a hot piece of ass that night. So,
what shoes did he have on?
T only asked you for me to correct you.
Right.
Yeah.
I was only interested in the guys.
It's not like Lou not on the phone. Like,
go to the good place.
Strategic as
I'm not answering shit. I'm gonna go to the good place, King.
Now he got the strategy.
Do your synapses, nigga.
Don't divert the attention now.
He was wearing Fila.
No, see, he only said that's all.
I actually own a pair of Filas though. They were $19.99. I was like, these are good gym shoes. So I can't even be mad at T for saying
legit gym shoes, King.
Like yeah, I mean
gym uniform.
Don't worry about
Middle
it.
school.
I own a pair of Filas, but they're not cheap.
I can't find them.
I got some Grant Hills, 96.
So that's what you wore?
No, I did not wear the Grant Hills. I wore another pair of shoes.
phones.
Grant Hills. It's like a play with words.
Yeah, I thought he said gray heels. Like,
I thought
some
he said gray
heels. And I
heels.
was like, I knew it. I knew it.
Fuck all y'all and y'all victim shaming. This is why people don't come out and say they're abused in America, because of people like y'all.
Nah.
Nigga, you wore gray sweatpants.
You wore gray sweatpants. You knew what you were doing.
It ain't no defending nothing else after that.
Nigga, gray sweatpants don't mean every. See, that's the problem.
You had the heat on in your car. Lou was prepping before he walked.
Listen, there will be no shrinkage tonight. It's okay, Lou. Wear your gray sweatpants. Feel empowered, King. Yes, yes.
I ain't even gonna ask about the draws. We can move on.
We can definitely move on.
I had on compression shorts, if you want to know, damn it.
I don't. Okay, I have to have a coughing fit. So somebody talk for a second.
I only brought it up because I missed making fun of you last week, Lou. Although I commend you for going. I couldn't go.
No, when I saw Lucas post it, I thought he was gonna be. You
could have went. You could have went. It
was fun. It was.
You know what? It was cool. Besides the two niggas hitting on me, it was cool. Like, even them hitting on me don't bother me because I can care less. But you know, it's always nice to somebody to know that you're pretty. But besides that, like, I mean, everybody was cool. Everybody was dope. It was a nice experience to go to.
I couldn't go because I'd be laughing at you the whole time.
Lucas, I feel like you already feel you're such a bad bitch that you wouldn't need anyone to make you feel like you're pretty.
No, but every bad bitch needs someone to confirm it. That's literally what
I don't know how it works.
Have you seen Mean Girls?
That's
what makes them the baddest bitch, is that they need somebody. You think Cardi B, Little Kim, and them dress that way because they like to dress that way?
Wasn't you a bully in school?
That bitch though.
Huh?
Wasn't you a bully in school?
I was a bully in school.
Did you like Mean Girls?
Nah, I wasn't that type of bully.
He's saying, did you like the movie Mean Girls?
Not really, because they were just mean for no reason.
Yeah, they have a code.
We're not going to focus on why I was mean in high school because that's a different story altogether.
That's a different lifetime.
Top of the show.
There you go.
Okay. All right. So
Blues Lifetime corner.
Because Keem has limited voice for this evening. Okay, so we pick up where the last show left off, where Janet has just told Michael that she feels like there's something wrong with her, and because there's something wrong with her, it could cause the end of the good place. Actually, she says it could explode, and we could all be blown away with it. So Michael decides to run a diagnostic check to see what's wrong with her. I'm forgetting something. We have the flashback of when we find out that Janet from the real good place.
With good reason.
With good reason, because when he tried to use a bad Janet and ask her just to act like a good Janet, she melted.
Literally fucking melted.
That was funny.
Could not handle the pressure.
That was funny.
Which was his first clue that his plan was stupid. Like,
that's like getting Ant to like Jesus.
We're not continuing this without him. Actually, this is probably a really good time to continue this while Ant's not here.
Last time you guys have Ant misunderstood. I feel like he does like Jesus or the idea of it. He's just not going to believe in it. Like, he's not going to waste his time to believe that.
You got to be wrong. Ant does not like Jesus. Yeah, Ant does not like Jesus.
So he thinks Jesus is like a comic book character? Because I think I heard that one.
Actually,
Jesus is Jesus.
He said, you guys and your fictional characters. He did say that.
He said that on multiple occasions.
After I tried to be like, no, you guys, Ant likes Jesus. He just doesn't like societal norms. You guys and your fictional characters, like, damn it. All right, nigga, you just going to hell.
That's the last time I stand up for him.
When you
I was trying to help him. Yeah.
Right. You try, and then...
He loves Jesus Flores.
Literally, that's what he'll call him too.
Ant is like that crackhead uncle that you keep telling your grandma not to let in the house, and your grandma does anyway, and then he steals half the shit, and then you're like, Grandma,
and then he
he's
talks
a crackhead.
for 40 minutes about biblical shit that he shouldn't know. and pray his ass off. So mad that he could give a better prayer than me.
Yeah.
So mad about that. But anyway, let's back to the good place, King.
Back to the good place. So
Bad
segue.
Janet.
So yeah, bad Janet melts. So Michael seeks the approval of his superior to keep the stolen good Janet and use her in the bad place, in the the good place that he's setting up, because he wants to make it more realistic for the torture subjects. Okay, so then you see, oh gosh, I am out of breath. Terrible.
You do 2 sentences a piece and then you leave.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have
He
to.
it sounded like Biggie.
She was in the race.
Right, like I'm feeling like a Biggie big pun.
5:46 in the morning.
So why can't I ever remember her name? Who is real Eleanor? What's her name?
Vicky.
Damn it. Yes. So Vicky comes in and she's like, Michael, the fuck is going on? Like, there's some weird stuff happening. And he's just like, oh, nothing. We're just having a little glitch. We're trying to work it out. And so then Janet lies and says, oh, it was me. I tried Froyo and it just looks so good and I wanted to try it. And it's causing glitches. So as soon as she says that, there's like a little earthquake and she's like, see, it'll be back to normal in no time. So then Vicky's like, oh, okay, cool. Well, while I'm here, I just want to run this new, no, Michael says, why don't you go torture Chidi?
I am so sorry. I am so
God damn it. Did we just replace Ant with another Ant?
Yeah. This works well. Okay.
All right. I'll be hearing myself now.
So Michael says to Vicky, why don't you go and torture Chidi? And so then she gets really excited, like, oh my gosh, I love torturing Chidi. And I have this new idea for a torture thing that I wanted to tell you about. And Michael is like, oh, okay, what? She's like, needles. And he's like looking at her like, okay. And he's like, oh, that's it. She's like, that's it. Needles. And he's like, okay.
What about crack when she said that?
No, I did not. No. Can you put crack in a needle? I never really.
What the fuck? Are you serious?
I think you were the only one who thought crack.
Yeah, no. I mean,
I literally thought crack. Like, I don't know why.
I didn't think crack.
I thought surgical needles, but crack was nowhere. I've never really heard of a crack needle, so no. I guess that did not come.
Are you serious?
Crack pipe.
You do crack with the needle?
You shoot it in your vein. Freebasing. Well, no, freebasing is smoking.
Smoking crack. Yeah.
You shoot crack in your veins like heroin.
This is not.
No, it's cocaine.
We're not doing a dare.
No, you sniff cocaine.
Cocaine. Lou is definitely in the good place right now.
Drinking that wine.
Okay.
So hot in here.
So Eleanor, stop drinking, nigga. Vicky goes off. And then Tahani and Jason come in because they're looking for Janet to help them through their relationship issues. So they come in and they're talking for a second. And Michael tells them, like, hey, I had to take her offline for a little bit. We're doing like a maintenance checkup. Don't worry about it. She'll be back with you guys in a little bit. And so Janet says, yep, I'll be back in a little bit and I will be totally happy to help you guys. And something else weird happens. And he's like, all right, get the fuck out. I'll have Janet give you some of your favorite stuff.
Jalapeno peppers.
Jalapeno poppers and something else fried and cheesy.
Cheesy fries. Team, I thought you remember that. Anybody
Lou?
Cheesy
fries. I'm trying to stay away from dairy right now, so I had to purposely forget it.
Okay.
So they leave, and then Michael and Janet start talking again, and then they realize that what's happening is every time Janet tells a lie, that's when a glitch happens, because she is not programmed to know how to lie, but because she's been rebooted so many times, every time she's been rebooted, she gets a new addition to her level of consciousness. They also discover that Janet is in love with Jason. And so helping Jason and Tahani solidify their relationship is basically like fucking her up inside. So now they have to figure out, well, Janet's like, okay, well then there's only one solution to this. You have to kill me. And she says it like super cheerful.
Kill me.
And she's like, I should probably say that a little sadder. So, Michael, I need you to kill me. Is that better? So what? What'd you say, Lou?
I said I need a Janet.
Lou won't be happy until he has some kind of servant. So
I didn't mean it that way.
Well,
not all the way, not 100%.
So
Lou needs 6 niggas that he can be Jigsaw to. Like,
oh my god.
So Janet is now trying to convince Michael that he needs to kill her. Basically, he has to press on her nose and use a paperclip to hit the reset button behind her ear. And then she will turn into a little marble that can either be tossed out into space or eaten as an excellent source of potassium. She's like a banana. So he gets a little paperclip and he goes over to reset her, but then he starts having this flashback of when they were first trying to get everything together and they come up with the idea to make every spot a froyo spot, and how instrumental she was in helping him get his neighborhood put together. And so then he says, well, I can't kill you. And she's like, well, why? And he's like, well, because the new Janet might not know how to help me with this. And she's like, no, the new Janet will be fine helping you. And so then he's like, well, no, I can't kill you because, and then he like comes up with some other reason and she like swats that down. And then he's like, well, I can't kill you because the new Janet, and she's like, you already said that. And he's like, look, I can't kill you for reasons, okay? Reasons about feelings.
Oh, Jesus.
Which in that moment made me feel like Michael might be my spirit animal because I don't like talking about feelings. So, like, look, just feelings, okay?
The spirit animal's a demon.
Oh.
But a demon that's trying to redeem himself and be better. And demon is a racist term, T.
I say that like we're different.
I was about to say, because both of y'all are technically Michael.
Yeah.
And it's Jason.
Oh god.
I think he might be what's his name? Derek.
Oh shit, that makes me cheaty.
Right, Mom? You actually may be cheating. Because I'm clearly Eleanor.
No, Lou, you were clearly Tahani.
Yeah,
I am Tahani. I do like diamonds.
Fancy ass, yeah. So then Michael basically has this touching moment with Janet where he's like, you're my friend. Out of everybody here, you're like the one true friend that I've had. We've been through this 800 times. Excuse me. I can't kill you. I can't kill you because you're my friend and I would miss you. It would hurt too much. And so Janet is like, oh,
he's tickled as fuck
by the touching moment. What is happening with you right now, Lou? Do you need to talk about it?
I think it's you.
It's your little thingy with the little...
What?
He's dying.
It's your little thing with a little purple little thing going over the head.
So dead.
Lou.
Something the listeners won't even see.
So dead.
Lou.
You're acting like Lou, you have to have seen this. You guys have at least 30 videos on. You have to have seen this.
Right.
Oh, God.
How are you just noticing this, Lou?
He asked about
For everybody that's listening, Lou was talking about my avatar my little stick figure where I tried to draw myself some hair, and
it's not the two hairs that come down. It's the one over the head. I just realized it.
It's the what?
It's the one going over the head. It's like a big circle. Oh, damn it.
So Lou has just noticed my avatar, and he is cracking all the way up over there.
Okay, I'm together. Good place.
Don't make me
the one
mute
going
you.
over the head.
Does it look like I have a comb over? Like,
Yeah, that's what it is.
okay, so Janet is kind of like, "Oh, Michael, we're friends. That's great. Now kill me." And that's when she starts chanting, "Kill me, kill me, kill me." And he's just like, "No, there has to be a better way." So he's like, "You know what? We just need to find you a human that can help you to figure out how to deal with these human emotions. Our worst human, like the one that is the worst with feelings." So he sends her to talk to Eleanor. And Eleanor basically tells her, like, all women go through this after a breakup. Like, you find out that your ex is with somebody new. What you need to do is go out and hit some bars and get drunk. And she asks, "Can you get drunk?" "No, I can't, but I can go if I stand beside magnets, that kind of makes me feel like I'm drunk." Go pop a couple of magnets and spend some time, with yourself. And actually, the best way to get over somebody is to find yourself a rebound guy. So Janet is like, "Okay, I'll do that." So she disappears for a little bit, tells Michael that she needs to go to her void to spend some time with herself. And in the meantime, Sheedy pops up, and his face is covered in acupuncture needles.
Definitely not crack needles. Definitely not crack.
Definitely not crack needles. I still don't believe crack needles are a thing.
We're gonna post
definitely not crack
a
needles.
crack needle on the screen later on, so everyone can see what a crack needle is. Oh, no. We are an educational podcast.
I don't know that I ever need to see a crack needle if it's real. And so she's telling Michael, like, "Michael, can we talk about what's happening here, what Vicky is doing to me, because it's troubling and it hurts." And Michael's like, "Walk it off." And then the camera scrolls down at Sheedy's feet. And this was the part that got me. There were needles all at his feet. All he could wear was flip-flops. Because his feet were covered in needles. And Michael's like, "You just got to deal with it," and slams the door in his face. Janet pops back up. And she's like, "I'm feeling better." And then she's like, "Oh, and I did this. I made myself a rebound." And so then this guy pops up beside her. And Michael is like, who is this? What is happening? And she says, "Oh, this is my new boyfriend, Derek." So he's like, "What, Janet, you can't create people." And she's like, "Well, I guess I can now." And so then we find out that Derek is a complete idiot.
Jason 2.0.
Kind of like Jason, but dumber.
Wow.
But yeah, which I was just like,
wow,
damn, that is a lot.
I don't know why that just hit me. I'm sorry.
It just hits you that he's identical to Jason.
She created her ex-boyfriend.
Yes, she did. Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
But
go ahead.
I guess people also do that in real life. Like,
yep.
if you're going for a rebound, you probably.
That makes it so funny because that's exactly what people do in real life.
So now she's got her stupid Jason. They've got their little pet names or whatever. She's like, "Go back to the void, babe. I'll be home later." And he's like, "Okay," and he disappears. And so now
talk about how he ran into a mirror.
That's the funniest part. He said, "I'm in there too."
You know who he kind of looked like? You guys have seen. I'm sorry. He looked like what's her name?
It is him from I'm Sorry.
It is him from I'm Sorry.
It's literally him from I'm Sorry.
Yeah, and you know what? I watched a movie earlier today called Sleeping with Other People.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've seen it.
And the woman who plays Andrea and I'm Sorry, and the guy who plays Derek in this, they were a married couple in that movie.
They're also in The House together, the Will Ferrell movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
They're actually in that together too.
I'm now kind of wondering if they're a thing in
They
real
actually
life.
they may be married in real life.
I tried to look it up, but neither one of them have spouses listed on their Wikipedia
Maybe they
pages.
just fucking, because you fuck people.
It's
that you
Well,
possible.
wanna
they're in
call
the
this
same
shit.
circle as far as comedians are concerned, because I know a lot of them were in the league also. A lot of people
Yep.
from
Mm-hmm.
what was the show we were just talking about?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
A lot of people from I'm Sorry was in the league.
And a lot of them did Big Mouth too.
Right, exactly.
Hmm.
Because he's in Big
Wow.
Mouth. Is she in Big Mouth?
She may be a character in Big Mouth.
She might be.
She's a writer, so she's extremely talented.
Yeah, is she the lesbian rabbi chick?
Of course, she's a writer. She has
Niggas. We don't gonna get into you fuckers saying I was a gay dude from Big Mouth. I just realized that shit because I have not. I've only seen like 3 episodes.
Point to the lie, Lou. Point to the lie.
He didn't sleep with anybody in the show.
No, he didn't sleep with anybody. He was just catty as fuck.
I am not
And Lou. Oh, okay.
I am not Catty King. Ever.
You were kind of just cat.
Just a little bit catty right
just
there. I'm the one sipping tea, but
God,
you're
I
the one
cannot
that
watch
was
this
extra
channel. This channel has sad ass commercials.
Well, I'm glad you can't watch the channel, T, since
Because
you
she's
know
busy podcast.
we're doing a thing here.
T Kardashian. There's T Kardashian. Never focused on one thing.
Just
I can't.
multitasking like a motherfucker.
Did you take a selfie while you was doing that, T? Did you?
No.
We do need to get to T's selfie.
Which selfie?
Nigga, which one?
Nigga, all your selfies.
That's why you're
All
called
your-
T Kardashian.
All your vacation selfies.
Did we forget I was in fucking Greece? Like I'm not standing at a
We couldn't
regular
forget
ass
you were in
bar.
Greece.
We could not. We were there with you in Greece.
Because you posted
No
in
pictures,
real
nigga.
fucking time, except for the bar fight. I'm still mad at you about that. But
That was the fucking point. That was the point. You think I'm gonna take my time to put that shit together when I get back? Do that sound like me at all?
But
Real time. $10 a day. $10 a day. Real time.
Come back, put the pictures together. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
That's a lot of work.
T Kardashian is trying to.
Hey, nah, but did you catch the bar fight?
It was outside.
Oh,
I was
so the one picture you didn't post from your trip.
I was on a loft. It was outside. I was on a loft.
I bet you were on a loft.
you
Let me get it right.
could have zoomed. You could have zoomed in.
And yeah,
It
I'm
wasn't
bougie.
outside.
But T
People
could
were
work there more
running away
quick
from
as shit.
Let me
Wait a
get
minute.
it right.
Wait a minute, bitch. I was on a loft. You correct. Quick as shit.
No, y'all saw those
You see-
pictures. How the fuck I'm getting through there to get outside?
Zoom.
Take a
Just
picture.
zoom. We can see outside.
No,
can
you
see people
cannot
outside.
see where it was outside. Those
King
places
mad that she ain't
was
seen this bar
wide.
fight. It's all about
I
King
know.
not seeing this bar fight. That's what she's
It
mad
is.
about.
It really is.
This
I
bar was
don't
as
want to
wide
see.
as your apartment, and it's like that's how big the storefront was. The,
It's
the
a
fight
small
wasn't
ass
right
bar
in front of
then,
it.
y'all.
We're gonna change this to the Kardashian podcast. Though. T
Like
Kardashian
that.
taking all these selfies.
Mhm.
Khloe Kardashian gets jealous and she posts a picture of her in the gold dress after T get back.
What?
Kylie Jenner
Okay.
going to see Thor tonight. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Are you talking about my gold dress, Lou? Is that?
You didn't catch that, did you?
Oh, but you're not catty. Okay, sure. Yeah.
I didn't
Right,
no,
because he
no.
calling
I-
people Kardashians when he wore sweatpants to the heel race to get attention because somebody was taking selfie pictures in Greece. Oh, somebody gonna pay attention to mine.
I was just pointing out that King posted her gold picture after T was in Greece. King was like, no, nigga, you will not take it. Do you know how fabulous I was? When I was,
I
there?
was
Where
like,
you?
I don't need social media.
Puerto Rico.
I get this attention right
I
here.
get attention in real life. Oh, damn it.
God damn it, back to the good place.
Yeah, so actually that was pretty much
The
the
recap.
end of it, right?
That was the
Did I
recap.
did I
that was
miss
pretty much
anything? Yeah.
You did not.
Um,
You did not.
Yeah, you got
Okay.
everything.
Yeah, so my main thoughts on this one, I haven't had any real complaints about any of the episodes except they are so fucking short. Like this could be a web series with the length of time that the actual show is.
Just get King. NBC, no one else.
Ain't nobody else complaining.
Nobody good. NBC, but the rest of us is not complaining about this.
Like knocks on the doors like 10 minutes from now. Start knocking on the doors. Hey,
Y'all have attacked the actual
the actual
character of the show. All I said was I really love it. It's too short. Why would they take me out? That's
because advertising dollars came. Advertising dollars. You fucking up the money. Like these darkies have brought a lot of attention to our show. That moderator. Listen, we're cutting back on another of our shows.
Send me a cough in the mail if you want. I just watched Manhunter. I ain't opening no box.
Okay,
cough be expired.
Germ's dead before it gets to you. What did you think about the show, T?
I mean, you say it was short. It was even shorter for me. A lot of parts you say I didn't even see because, of course, I was multitasking.
That's on you.
That is. I was at work when I was watching it, and I left probably during the part that you was talking about, as far as the mirror thing, and when she went to go talk to
Michael.
When Janet went to go talk to Eleanor. Yeah, I missed that part.
So you missed pretty much the end of it.
Yeah. Pretty much, but I kind of felt like, okay, I saw where it was going, and then I saw what's his name pop up in the end. I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. I didn't even take him as a dumber Jason.
Yeah, when he ran into the mirror, I was like,
plants and shit. I was like, okay.
He was shaking the plant hands.
Yeah. I just thought he was an alien. I didn't think he was dumber. I just thought he was like getting used to everything.
When he would first say, "Hey, Michael." And he was turned around, and she turned him around. And he said, "Oh yeah, this makes way more sense." That was the key, right?
That's totally the Jason thing.
But he, I thought Michael liked Janet for a second. I was like, okay, like I thought he liked her, and he liked her. Yeah, like he was purposely. I was like, was he purposely erasing her memory, or because he can program her however he wants? And then he just found out she had a manual. Was that in the beginning, in a flashback, or was that current?
That was current.
When he pulled the manual from her nose. And we was like, I wonder where bad Janet's manual would be.
You do not want to go for bad Janet's manual.
In the vagine.
Hopefully. I don't think bad Janet would put it there. I think it would be somewhere way worse.
In the bumhole.
Pull it out.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I didn't think much of it. I like y'all recaps of the last episode, though. I didn't even have to watch it. It was awesome. It was like the Cliff Notes version.
Wow.
Did he have to watch it?
Look, I was in a fucking igloo listening to, because they got like igloo shaped hotels. I'm in a fucking igloo listening to y'all at 3:00 was it 3:00?
Mm-hmm.
Nah, because it was the next.
You watching the Skins game at the same?
Oh, is that the one where Ant came in at the end? Talking about, hey guys.
The one before that one, I think. Because this one was the one where it was just Keem and him. I saw that.
And him.
I'm sorry. I mean, Kim. I meant in Kim.
It was me and Lou, and yeah, Ant popped in at the end of it.
Yeah. When you saw the
for a second.
2.25.
Mm-hmm.
That's when I knew that Ant probably popped in the end. I didn't look at the comments. I just saw the 2.25. I was like, can you tell everything in the avatar cover the pictures?
I want to give everybody their credit.
Yeah. How you gonna draw Mo?
That's what I want to do. This is gonna be interesting, Jeff.
Yeah, I gotta.
You better have a scarf. You better have a scarf on.
You could just put the Earth, like a Earth emoji
on top of a stick figure.
Yeah, I can do that.
With a red scarf.
Yeah, Lou, I can't draw hair. How the fuck am I supposed to draw a scarf?
That come over so serious.
Don't do that, King. I just sipped some water.
Come over and Lucas tearing up.
Don't do that. Don't
make this that. Don't do that.
Don't do it the fuck not really.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh gosh. Okay. Mo, what did you think about this episode?
I actually really liked it. I think this was, to me, one of the better ones of the season. It's like last week and this week were pretty much focused on Michael, and I think this one kind of showed Michael changing, and so I kind of liked it from that standpoint. It showed you a different side of Michael. I think
this season might be about Michael.
It's about growth.
Yeah, pretty much about growth, because Eleanor hasn't been really focused on this season. None of the human characters, except for Tahani on Jason 2 episodes ago. Was it last episode, where they were the focal point of, they were Janet's people that she was taking care of. But yeah, I actually really like Michael in this one, and I think this season for me, Janet has been, whenever she comes in, she's eating the scenes up. She's doing really well in them, so I really liked her in this one. Talking about some kill me. Yeah.
Did y'all peep that though? Because last season we were like maybe too much Michael. And we were, in a way, kind of complaining about the Michael that we were getting. Like
correction. Y'all were complaining.
Probably me. It's probably me. And then they fixed it by giving us more of him in a better way.
Yeah, I'm all for. I was for Michael in the first season. I liked, and I especially liked it when I saw the change between happy-go-lucky Michael and actual evil Michael. Like, oh shit, okay, Ted Danson's got range. Who knew?
By the time he got the evil Michael, yeah, but before that, I was like, happy Michael can go,
because you don't like happiness and and smiling. Did you have any other thoughts, Mo?
Oh yeah, and yeah, at the end of it, where you guys just like literally when you were doing your run through, and you said, she really went and got her ex-boyfriend, but a dumber version of it, like an uglier, dumber version of her ex-boyfriend. Pretty much. That just hit me. And I was like, I didn't see it. Damn, I just saw him as a dumbass. Ugly Jason.
Because Jason is a hottie, according to Eleanor.
That's what Eleanor said.
Yeah. So Jason is a dumbass though. Like I think you could be like cute, but then when you're a dumbass, it just makes you look stupid and ugly.
No. Don't equate.
Nope. No, and look, maybe to me,
nope. I was about to say something.
If I see a beautiful woman and she opens her mouth and she just sounds dumb, and I'm like, oh, like,
I can smash.
Yeah.
It depends on what your focus is, though. Like Lou just said, I could smash. Like, but some people are like, nah, I'm not sticking my dick in that.
Yeah, because you don't you have to have a conversation to smash, don't you? Or you just smash.
Our local expert, Lou.
Let me give you the minions. I'm gonna give you the minions. You'll hear that. What? I don't have that covered talk.
I thought Lou said menu. I was like, oh shit, here we go.
She ain't getting no entree.
He was like, talking, that's an appetizer. We can skip those, and when we actually get to it, that was first date. Ain't no talking once we get to
that. Yeah, actually. So like I said, this to me was one of the better episodes. Again, for Michael, this is one of his strong, like the one where he kind of went postal, where he was having his midlife crisis, and this one are just on par to me as the best episodes of the season.
I can go with that. I think my favorite might have been the last episode though, because that trolley scene that did it for me. Lou, what did you think? With your squeaky ass chair
and everything.
I know, but I gotta clear my throat because Mo ass up here trying to give real reviews and shit.
Oh shit!
I feel
Lou pulled his glasses out of nowhere.
I'm thin air, King. I'm thin air. But
at 4.3 million for this episode.
Oh, shit. For this episode, I think this could be, I know me and Kim talked about last episode as being the best episode so far of the series, but structurally this could be the best one. Maybe not as funny as the last episode, but the way it's put together was amazing. I think it's funny that Michael has again gone from a character who I did not like, along with T the first season, because I thought he was so annoying, to now crossing over as a lovable character. I think that's a feat to really pull off, because when you fully think about it, he's still a demon and he's still attempting to torture them whenever he gets the opportunity. But they're playing a relationship between him and Janet as a brother and sister relationship more than the lover part of relationships, which they leave for Tahani and Jason. Also, I think the focus of the season mainly being on Michael is strategic, because the first season was mainly on Eleanor. You do this one on Michael, you bring them all together and make it more ensemble comedy for the third season. So it constantly feels like you're getting a different show. So by focusing mainly on Michael, you're getting a different show than you got completely in the first season. So I think they're pulling that off pretty well. This is a weak episode for Jason, even though his lines were limited. I think he's back to being the annoying character that he was at the beginning. I didn't really like the joke with getting Tahani to try jalapeno peppers. It was cheap. It just seemed like something to get him into. When you look at opposed to Chidi, who him with the needles thing was fucking hilarious. Like that's the way you do it when you put, or even with Eleanor, with her having that discussion with Janet about getting a rebound guy. That's how you do it when you have limited interaction between the characters and limited screen time for some of the main characters in the show. You give them great lines in it. Jason was completely a throwaway, him and Tahani in this episode, which makes me think you may get to play more on Derek and Jason in the next episode, because they're going to end up visually showing them that Janet made Jason again. Just a little dumber, because she doesn't have the ability. Like the best of friends. Like that is clearly going to happen. And it's that dynamic that I thought was completely gone after the first season between Jason and Janet can really make this show special in the second half of the season, as we 5 episodes left? 5 or 6 episodes left in it?
Yeah.
That's going to be a very interesting dynamic going into the third season.
Lucas, I do disagree with you at one point where you said Jason.
Nigga, you're not allowed to disagree with me.
Okay, so I find hold on. How about this? I find issue with something you said. Is that better?
Nope.
I got my finger on the mute button. Go ahead, Mo. I'll mute him if I have to.
I think you say Jason and Tahani were just there to be there. They were there, in my opinion, for us to get to the why Janet is malfunctioning.
But you didn't need to see them to show it. That's what I meant from the lines they gave him, and that was the issue. It wasn't that they were there, because I can have them there, but that whole hey, I got to.
It was a recall on a malfunction.
Yeah, but it was that whole It's that goal when you're trying to make a joke out of something, and
but I don't think
the joke
it
didn't
joke.
work. The joke was the jalapeno peppers.
No. I think it's when you bring your new. Okay, so let me try this. A couple years ago, I took the girl I was dating to a Christmas party.
You crossed the territory, get your ass in trouble. Mo, here you go. What you're trying to say before you get your ass to anything that I don't want you to get into. What you're trying to say is it's a callback on Janet having to help her ex with his new girl, which creates that issue. But
yes,
you can do that.
It's seeing your ex with the new girl, and then seeing your ex.
Like,
you can do that.
I could have been eating those jalapeno poppers. Those could have been for me.
But that's the issue. It's not necessarily her helping them out. It's the jalapeno peppers. That could have went so many other places but jalapeno peppers and made that.
He's just got such a huge issue with jalapeno poppers right now.
Yeah. Like it's that I didn't like that line. It could have been anything else.
It's because Jason isn't funny, and it was like
yes, and it comes across that way.
Yeah, and seeing her lie and seeing the reaction from it is the reason why they were on the scene. And the jalapeno poppers wasn't necessary.
The poppers were maybe that was a throwaway line, but
that's what I meant. That's what I meant by it seemed that they were just thrown in there. If you could have did anything else, it could have been them wanting to go somewhere, or any like one real ice cream or something in a land that has nothing but frozen yogurt. That would have worked better than jalapeno peppers.
It was actually. Sometimes it feels like they were trying to remind us that he was dumb though, because of the next scene that was coming up with the other guy.
Yeah, that's what I don't like when they play Jason as being very innocent and sweet, because you could have played him way more innocent and sweet in that part, and that would have played so great because it shows her more of what she's missing. Mm-hmm. That's what I wanted. That's it. But I didn't want you getting in trouble, Mo, because you was going down the dangerous path.
What's funny about
such
that
a dangerous path, and I'm like, no.
I didn't even finish my sentence, and
Lou knew where he was going.
Like, exactly where he was going.
Somebody peeked their head out the room. Like I ain't even finished my
sentence. Exactly.
Talking about something.
Lou had his motherfucking glasses on. Damn, Lou, your glasses are your superpower.
I swear, I saw that shit a mile away, Kim. I'm like, no, Mo, that's not what we're gonna do today. Nobody, you will not do that to yourself.
Your glasses give you foresight. But I would just like to say for Jesus and the world that I liked Michael when he was a good character, because Lou did not like good angel Michael, but he likes demon Michael. I'm just going to point that out there, because if we're at the pearly gate, I need something to be able to throw Lou under the bus with, and that's it.
Oh, that's what you're going to throw to St. Peter? Out of all the things to throw to St. Peter, that's what you're going to throw to him?
He liked Demon Michael, SP. I'm still
going to get you in, King.
I appreciate it, Lou.
I'm going to get all y'all in. I'm just going to make Ant wait like a millennia.
We might have to leave Ant behind, though.
I can't leave him. He's my future son. Can't leave him behind.
So, Mo, we have this ongoing, and Mo and listeners, we have this ongoing inside joke where we're saying that at some point Lou slept with a woman and got her pregnant and disappeared, and Ant had to grow up without a daddy, like in the future. So he, like, present day Ant grew up in the future, and now he's come back to like find his dad and bond with him. So, and the dad that he's bonding with is Lou.
It's Lucas. Oh wow. That's amazing. We should write that.
It's like John Connor and what's the name? That's literally like what happened in Terminator. Like
it's like X-Men.
His lieutenant was
his daddy.
His dad.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, that's the
except Lou won't have that.
Yeah, I'm not being nobody's lieutenant.
Yeah. Okay, so we will move on to the next topic. I just want to get this one out of the way because I'm against it. Because I feel like I'm going to use a pun here. It's going to go south real quick. So.
Oh, this one.
Let's just.
Wait.
You brought this up anyway, Keem, earlier today in the chat.
No, nigga, you brought this up. So. Background, people.
I did.
We have a group chat where we discuss life stuff and show topics and all that stuff throughout the day. And Lou pops up and says, "Oh shit, I almost sent y'all a dick pic."
Hold on, disclaimer. The chat was much more live.
No. You're not going to go over that.
Oh no, this is the whole topic. Don't worry, Mo. We're not skipping it.
Okay, because I thought you were going to say then.
No, we've been in this group chat now for a good year and a half. Like the group chat basically solidified our friendship. So yeah, Lou's like, "Oh shit, I almost sent y'all a dick pic," and so we're all like, "What?" And he said,
"Even our last day as friends."
The first person whose dick pops up in that group chat, where I'm out. Like I'm doing that nowsy, chucking up the deuces and fading out. That would be the last. I'm gonna unfriend all of y'all, and we're done. That's just it.
And you are in your right. I think you're in your right to do that.
Like I can't.
She is not in her right to do that at this point. Not for an accidental dick pic.
Nah, any dick pic.
It's a dick pic. It's unsolicited. It's unsolicited. Like
it is accidental. It happens.
It does not.
You better make sure before you hit send.
of all the accidental pics you can send, nigga, make sure your dick is never one of them.
You gotta hit so many steps on Facebook Messenger for that picture to actually send.
No, you don't. Because
It's not like the gifts. The gifts go.
Only reason I'm gonna say no, you don't, because let's say the last pic you sent in general, well, let me phrase this because y'all have iPhones. I don't know how it works, but in Messenger, the last pic you sent is the first fucking pic that pops up in your Messenger. Like if you go from Messenger video a pic, that means like the last. And I've had my Messenger switch at times, and I'll be like, whoa, what the fuck? I did not want to send that pic. It don't be a big pic. It just be like an innocent pic. I'm like, and this one was like that because I hit it, and as I hit it, like the dick pic moved to the front row, and I'm like, no, Nick, that was no. And then
dick pic was like, who, me?
I'm up.
Hey, it's my turn.
That's what I meant.
Game, taking off his woman.
Sent one. But I digress, Keem. Go ahead and finish with the topic.
So Lou says, for some reason, the pictures in my vault popped open, and that was the picture that I almost sent.
Man, got a calendar of dick pics.
Then
oh man, that's
hold up.
I don't know why my brain works.
Edit that out, King.
I missed what you said, T.
We all
made a calendar of dick pics, and then I said, "Hold up, can you edit that out?"
Nope.
That might be a genius fucking Valentine's Day gift.
It's not, T. It's not.
I disagree.
On behalf
costumes
of
for
my
every
fellow
month of the year.
sisters everywhere.
Oh,
Do not give your girl 12 months of dick pics. Okay.
I am definitely doing a calendar. You just gotta figure out what January goes.
Damn it.
MLK. It's gonna be an MLK suit.
In the fall and in winter, you're gonna have all your pubes on there.
I have
and then in the summer,
In various fall colors.
I have a dream speech. Put them up there right against the Washington Monument.
Bunny rabbit ears in April.
Okay, so what's fucked up is I've had this idea before. And now I'm mad. Like, damn it, T, you're not gonna steal my marketing concept.
But how would that's what I was thinking at first. How would we sell that though?
For October, you either gotta have a pumpkin head.
Oh no, Keen was no.
I need you to finish that thought, T, because I don't know where that was going.
Because you were thinking what, celebrity dick pics, or like picking out? I see King picking out like firemen who, like, instead of a fireman's calendar, it's like impressive dick pic calendars. I'm talking about personal calendars.
No, I literally had the thought, like, why not, like, in Easter, you paint your balls like Easter eggs, or
in Halloween for October, you have a pumpkin head.
A little pumpkin. Maybe have it wearing a little Jason mask. I don't know.
All Michael Myers came with a black condom on. That's what we're gonna do.
We're all task. So anyway, we're regrouping.
Y'all thought I would. Oh God! Y'all thought I would go off the rails with this. I have been the most selected one. Mo is going off right now.
This is what happens.
A Jason mask, bro. You know what? Let me mute myself.
So I asked Lou, what do you mean vault? You mean you actually keep your dick pics? Like, who saves their nudes? And so Lou says, yeah, I do. And then
Ant agreed.
Like, what did he say? Sometimes
once you get a great angle, or you get the best hard-on that you've had in a while.
Oh, he said,
man,
all hard-ons are not created equal.
Exactly, they are not.
And so
some days are better than others.
So you save it so that you have to have one at the ready in case somebody asks you for one on the spot.
Oh, shit.
And as we said on this podcast before, Lou does not believe in sending unsolicited private photograph pics. So if someone asks us for one, I don't believe in sending unsolicited ones, and I don't believe in taking new ones. So as I pointed out, like my pic is from 2014. This shit 3 years old. I'm not taking no new pics.
And Keem thinks it's tacky to recycle nudes, especially.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
wait.
I'm sorry, Keem. I will disagree with you on this one. No, it's not. Shoot, you're not going. Go ahead.
It's a different experience, and that's what we're going to explain.
I guess I'm not skilled in this subject, but
Drago still alive in their dick pics.
I would feel offended if I found out, kind of like a girl finding out that the engagement ring that she got was the engagement ring that he gave to his ex, and they broke up, and he took the ring back, and now he's giving it to her.
Oh.
Does it matter?
Keem took it from a different angle.
It matters to me. No, you send me. No, wait a minute. No, I'm not gonna finish that statement because I feel like.
Don't you do it, kid.
I'm not gonna do it.
No, we're going to finish.
No. She can't finish that statement.
I can't finish
because the way that was going to come out.
Because at that point,
I read it. Baby, I was going to cut you off before you finish. You was not finishing that statement. I heard it like 3 seconds afterwards.
Yeah,
and I'm like, no.
With inbox
what is she doing?
I can't finish that sentence.
But to me, my thought process is very simple. I am uncomfortable in taking those type of pictures. So 3 years ago, I was comfortable taking the multitude of them, and I have them saved. So if you ask for one, I'm gonna send that one. It's like I'm not gonna. Ain't like it's changed. He ain't aged none in 3 years. It's the same way. So you get.
Why would they even know?
Exactly. Ain't like she gonna look at it like that. Young like. He older than that now. Like, no, that's not gonna happen.
Depending on the angle.
You graying. You got gray. You got gray balls now.
On the background.
You have no gray in the one you sent me.
King, there's no background in those pics, King. There's no background in those. No one's up here taking like backgrounds like the sand and the beach and shit. We're not doing that, King. So it's all me. That's what you get a picture of. So when
some
you do that,
trees in the back.
Yeah,
wait a minute.
There's no
you
scenery.
haven't been to Tahiti in 3 years.
We're gonna have to literally lay our dick on a clock, man. I mean on the calendar now.
You gotta stand on the clock and hold up a newspaper right beside your dick so that you
hold up today's newspaper.
I've been sending the same dick pic for 3 years, and no one's ever came to me and said, "Is this an old pic?" Like,
lady listeners,
they will now.
Just know that Lou sends stale dick pics.
Hey, if you
it's the same dick. Like, what are you talking about?
It's not a fresh pic, though.
Technically, it's not the same dick. If
right. Is dick perishable now? Like, I missed this. Like, what's going on? Like, it's not as fresh as it was. Like, your dick
technically
shriveled a little bit.
3 years later, and as we know, as time goes on, men's virility fades. So it's like a dick half-life. So you're sending fraudulent dick.
Okay.
So what you're saying is
you're not at that point yet. It normally, I can give you the ages here. Here you go. It goes from like 17 it changes to 23 to I think it's 30, 31 to like 38 is the next age. So I got at least another 3 years of this dick pic before I need to change it again.
I got 8, nigga. How about that?
I don't like
a whole 8.
I don't like how any of that sounds, and I don't like you saying 8 like that at all. I feel,
I sound like a DJ Envy right now. I just realized that.
Yeah. I didn't like any of that.
I had an envy moment.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
I had
was that this weekend? Was that this weekend?
No, last week, but it was something we should have talked about.
Yeah,
it's cool though because it was just me.
It was just bullshit though. But
yeah,
in general, that's what I meant. It's about the etiquette of the pics because I don't recognize it. I don't care if a woman sends me an older pic of her because that's the pic that she took and it makes her feel the sexiest that she is. I'm good with that.
Well, some women are territorial and they believe that dick 3 years ago was somebody else's.
Not even somebody else's. Like, you don't even have the decency to take a fresh picture for me. Like, you're just out here handing out dick pics like business cards. Like, no, no, damn it. This is why I didn't want to talk about this, Lou. I can't finish any of my sentences.
You want your own dick?
I want a customized.
Kim was about to say, because I want nothing but fresh dick pics. But Kim can't say that because there's no telling how many fresh.
Okay. I got it. I got my wording.
There you go, Kim.
So my significant other or the person that I'm talking to, I want to know that picture was taken especially for me, not the bitch you were trying to fuck 3 years ago, and so you made sure that your dick was on point for her, and now you're just lazy as fuck for me. No,
So what happens if you didn't take the pic for nobody in particular?
That's what I was about to ask. What if you just got out the shower, you were looking really good, your abs was in.
Weird.
I'm not going with anything Mo said because see.
No.
He went up from the dick because he's talking about because if your ass looks real good, fuck that. You're not seeing that. You're seeing all dick. So just like notice it like that.
Oh, y'all so weird.
This looks like really a good time to take a picture, and you take a picture. So you weren't sending it to anyone.
Oh, my dick look good today. I got a light hitting my dick right now.
You just want to take a picture.
No, I was making fun.
I'm saying, like,
Mom agree with you like shit like that.
Because that's exactly what happened.
That's exactly how I felt when. Yeah, so like,
that's how you feel when you take it. It's not. I'm not feeling sexual at all. It's just be like, oh goddamn, this.
Y'all understand that what y'all saying are the equivalent of Buffalo Bill being downstairs.
Would you
with
fuck
the tuck
me?
job.
I'd fuck
right.
me.
It's the equivalent of the same thing. What y'all?
So do you know when women,
everybody in general, not to be extra explicit, but everybody in general has not had that moment where you are in the nude and you look at your site like, damn, that's me. Click. Like that's all I need.
No, but when you click though,
like that because that's the picture. Click.
But when you click the picture though, Lou, you were clicking it for a reason. That ain't for you to look at later.
It was because you were feeling yourself at the moment.
It was
No. You guys are lying now because
dead ass.
Hold on.
Are y'all looking at your own pictures later? And
I do actually. Sorry.
I'm not surprised about it.
And I'll tell you why. I was looking and feeling really good a couple years ago. Like my abs was on point and everything. So I got out the shower and I was just like, whoa, picture. And that was it. And every time I've been asked, I send that one and it gets me the same results. But hold on. What I realized is sometimes
that head popped out.
Hold on.
No, Mo, fuck it up.
Hold on. Go ahead, Mo. I'll say this. I feel like when women ask for dick pics, it's usually at the most inopportune time. It's like, I can't take one right now. So I have the one I already have. Here you go. It's very simple.
Who are these women? That's.
I've 100% right. No woman asks you for a dick pic in like the right hour.
Never.
It'd be like 3:00 in the afternoon. You're in the office. Like,
well, then,
bitch, I'm not putting on my dick in the office.
You need to make your way to the men's room and get in that stall and find.
King, I got work to do. Girl, you gonna get this? Let me send this 2012. You lucky. The photo quality on my next tail ain't the same from 2009. Now, because that 2009 pic, all them bitches, they would get that joint on.
Game Boy.
Pixelated and shit. No, but it's never sent unsolicited though. Like that's a no in my book. Like,
but I don't mind women doing it at all.
I still think y'all lying when y'all say that it looked good and y'all take the picture for yourselves. Y'all just lie.
Like, I'm gonna take this pic in case somebody rolls up on me this week and asks for a dick pic, and then I got.
No, it ain't even about somebody else. King. It's not about.
It's like being
else.
in the zombie apocalypse and finding ammo. What are you thinking? Like y'all like, oh shit.
It's about me. It literally has nothing to do with the other person. It's all about me. So at times I may see it and be like, "Well, damn."
Okay, I believe Lou when he says it because he's that level of self-centered.
Because you've never had a situation where you've been in
stop it.
And
Stop
then
it.
you just look at yourself and be like, well,
like Keen, I don't. If you say no, I would not believe you
because I believe women have that moment way more than men.
Yeah,
if
if you were going to equate
have-
that to a dick pic, so
I have
wanted
plenty
you
of
to stop.
moments where I get out and I look at myself and I'm like, wow, I look really good. But I'm also not going
But you've
to
never taken a pic
nudes of myself on the phone.
Oh,
And
man.
I'm probably not going to store them on my laptop either. So I take mental pictures and go on about my business. But I
Mental
also
pictures.
have
I
like
looking
pictures
back
of
at
being.
myself.
Yeah, you got to look back at it.
Oh
the
my
whole reason to
God.
take a picture,
That's a
like,
different conversation.
Y'all got pause. Y'all got pause. Yeah.
All I
look back at
Because
myself.
when Lou says I look back at myself, I thought look back at it, and then Mo turns around and says look back at it.
You gotta look back at it.
I said
Right
look back at
now,
myself, damn it.
I'm
I said look back
Y'all
at
are
it.
the two lines in the pause.
I need to take a picture, paint a picture for the listeners of both Lou and Mo standing in their bathroom mirrors with the towel up around like over their chest, and they're just looking back at themselves in the mirror and twerking so hard. Because in my mind, that's how it's going down.
You need that video from
Straight bad bitch dance party, and y'all.
need that video you sent when Beyonce was playing. we gotta find a way to post that.
Oh gosh.
But at least I know what Queen Keen's etiquette is. I understand that part of it, where you want it to be fresh. But to me, if it's quick, fast, and in a hurry, I don't particularly like taking dick pics. I don't feel like anything about a woman asks me to take one. I feel uncomfortable actually doing it. So most dick pics I have is with me feeling comfortable for me to take it.
And that makes 100% sense. I'm right there with you on that one. Like,
I'm not comfortable at all doing stuff of that nature.
It's very weird. Like, what do you want a dick pic? Like, just come see it. How about that?
Well, I mean, they're functional. They're not very aesthetic. So, I don't
speak for yourself, King.
Like, okay, King.
This is why I didn't want to have this conversation with you, Lou. Because
can I ask a question?
Go for it, Mo.
I don't know how this question is gonna sound.
I don't think that's true.
Probably really bad.
In my head, it doesn't sound really good in my head, but I have to know.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why request one? Like, what does it do?
I don't.
Oh,
so
okay.
that's why I don't.
Why do women request dick pics?
Yeah, in general, like, why?
The same reason that men request titty pics or anything of that nature.
Titties are fucking titties. Are you kidding me? And it's titties, bro. Like,
They're
let's
awesome.
go there.
But you got to realize, though, because you don't see penises that way, that's why you say that. But someone who does see penises to the equivalent of titties, they will tell you in a heartbeat, like, breasts, just breasts. It's plenty of women will be like, you want a breast pic? Those are just breasts. Sure, collect, like, it's just titties. Go ahead, you're good to go.
But then,
and you look at it as the same way when you take.
But when you take and send titty pics, you gotta hoist them up. Sometimes you gotta push them together. It's so many things. Like titty pics are just not like regular. Like a dick pic is just okay.
Dick pic should not be regular because if you just sending a regular ass dick pic, it's the reason that she's cheating on you.
That's why you gotta put a Jason mask on it.
You say what?
Jason mask on it.
You gotta put the Jason mask on and be like, I'm a murderer.
Dick pics ain't regular. You gotta prep to take a dick pic.
It's gotta be curling.
Next time.
Yeah, you gotta prep to take a dick pic. You just can't like pull your shit out and then take a dick pic because you're looking like, what's this?
You gotta get dressed like Rambo.
Montage. Next topic.
Yeah, I
montage.
Again,
montage dressing.
Like to state for the record, this was Lou's baby.
Hey, because we talked about it in the chat and it really caught my interest because I did not know it was etiquette in sending those type of pics to people. Because I never operated under that. I never operated under the theory that there's an etiquette in sending those pics. Because to me, again, I don't particularly like taking those pics. So to me, once I take a couple, man, everybody get them Jones who ask for them.
What is?
Let me rephrase that.
Get them wallet size pics.
Not everybody get them Jones for you ask for.
Them throwaway school pictures.
Lou shit still has proof written.
No bullshit.
Like, I have another question, but I just feel like, again, King will probably not be able to answer this because she's the lone woman. That's the. I want to know, like, what's the.
Well, King's a nigga, so you got to really realize that when you ask certain questions, because King will be like,
So
I can try to answer it.
Well, okay. Let's go then. Why? Okay, so which one do you think the women send? You know, like, oh, if a woman sends a pic of her clit, or like, you know, a pic of her titties, or like a butt shot.
Never send a pic of your clit.
Like, is clit pic a thing? Okay.
yes, it is.
That's
Actually,
what I'm asking. I just want to know. I just want to know.
Never do that.
That's like a fucking cheat code. You don't send the cheat code.
No.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's there. Oh, okay. Let me study.
What do you mean? It's in the same spot.
King.
Yeah.
AAB backwards.
King.
AAB backwards.
King.
Oh,
Is it okay if I have someone answer some of the questions that I'm asking?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Come on. You're on now. You're on. Come on. Because I need to know, because I don't be knowing none of the answers to any of these questions. Like, it's such a funny thing to me.
So you're saying why do women send those particular pictures, or how do they decide to send those pictures?
Why do women ask for dick pics?
I mean, I guess my thinking would be, you would ask, like, if you haven't seen it already, you would ask because you want to know what to look forward to. And if you have seen it already,
surprise.
No.
Nobody's
surprised.
No one
They've
likes
been
to be
surprised.
surprised. No one likes to be surprised. I don't want to be surprised.
Here's another take on it.
Okay.
Why do women ask for dick pics, Amina?
Why not?
And there you have it.
You know what?
But hold on. But for guys though, like, women are going to get varying results from guys. We don't necessarily, picture wise, are going to get varying results for women.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think women are going to send what they feel like are their best feature. So if you get a boobie pic, it's because she feels like her boobs are her best feature for that day. If you get a butt shot pic, it's because that's what's popping for that day. So I don't.
For that day.
Every woman knows what type
Some
of
days
pics
you have good
do
boob
like.
days. You got good butt days.
You got good butt days?
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not a nude pic person. I would prefer a woman sends me a pic in clothing.
Yeah.
I'm not a nude pic person. That shit does absolutely nothing for me. I am way more turned on with you with clothes on than I am unnaked.
Yeah.
Okay.
In pictures.
Mo is like,
pictures.
y'all niggas tripping.
Yeah. Okay.
But Mo,
I agree, yo.
But you gotta keep in mind though, Mo is also under 30. Like,
no, Mo is 30, nigga. You're not going to disrespect me like that.
My bad.
Mo just hit 30.
Mo turned 30 3 days ago.
Hey,
he's not even into his 30s yet. You know what I'm saying?
Here.
Like,
I'm
at
here.
this point, I don't need. That's not a turn on to me for a woman to send me nude pics. Like, the last chick who I was with in a relationship, and she sent me something like that. My response was, "Why did you send that? Like, I don't want to see that
Petty.
at all." I'm extreme. Nah, we was together for a year and a half after that. It's just the point. You have to set that up. You have to set that limitation up front and let them know that that's not something I'm turned on by.
Okay, so the next question, Amina, why do women, like, okay, so they said,
is this nigga giving an interview?
Okay, yes. No, I just want to know, because I really want to know. Like,
stay out of the doghouse interview.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she ain't figured her head out the door.
No. Wait.
We could have just had a meeting.
Okay, so why do women? So we know why women request it. Why do women send it? Like, unsolicited. Why do women feel like, okay, my boobs look good today? Why you send unsolicited titty pics and ass shots? And
I don't know the answer to that. I don't do that.
Yeah, okay. I've never sent an unsolicited. I mean,
so women don't send pics.
Okay, so wait, I'm gonna say I'm sure some women do.
They're unsolicited, and at the end of the day, like until Lucas said that right now, I never knew that unsolicited ass picture would be like looked at negatively.
But Lou's different though. Lou's a different kind of guy.
He said the same thing.
No. Well, no. Ass and like, I agree with not totally nude. I agree with that. I think that it sounds bad, but no, I think it is more sexy when you dress it up. If you're gonna send a pic, because women aren't usually the ones who isolate a body part. In my mind, I've never seen them isolate a body part and just send that body part.
Like it's a total thing.
Yes,
but
women
okay.
look so better when it's like the package. And I don't want the package to be naked because I love, my imagination is extremely like vivid.
All right, Lou, hold on. What's more attractive to you about breasts? The whole breast or the cleavage?
Cleavage.
Cleavage.
Yeah, see? Same. So that's basically the theory there.
Cleavage. Yeah. But
okay,
I mean,
so
if I get a titty, I ain't gonna be mad at it.
No.
So Mo, I think I have an answer for your question now. It's probably going to be something of a downer, but it's kind of a keen perspective. So when you say unsolicited, why do women send unsolicited shots? I think that a lot of women have the perception that all men basically just want to fuck, or they're just interested in boobs and butt. So if they're interested in a guy, they feel like the easiest way to get his attention is to send something that they think that, you know, they know in their head for sure he's going to like.
I can be freaky too.
Yeah,
yes.
like Lou's ex sending him the naked pic, and him like, cause she's probably like, oh, he gonna love this shit, and then he was like, why did you send this to me? No, put some clothes on, and send me a picture with you with your clothes on. And I think that's it. They do it for attention, but it might not always work out.
6 a.m. in the morning.
I got sent that pic at like in the afternoon, and it was just not. It's not my thing.
It was probably some shit Cosmo told her to do, because Cosmo gives some real bad advice on.
And the problem, again, it's like I'm an overly sexed individual, not meaning having sex, but in general in my life. So at this point, I don't want that anymore. I'm kind of good with you, like you looking good in your outfit that day. You want to take a picture and send it to me? That's dope. I love something like that. That gives me something to look forward to. Once you are naked, there is nothing else for me to look forward to.
No, it's no imagination.
That's what I mean. Leave a little something to the imagination.
Leave a little something for me to imagine.
I got my answers. I'm good. We can move to the topic now.
So that's like what our grandmas and mamas used to tell us back in the day: is leave something to the imagination.
Leave something to the imagination.
Who knew? They were right.
Okay. Hey Mo, welcome to your 30s, Mo.
Yes, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
This type of stuff is going to be a more generalized topic for you to happen. Because trust me, as you get older and older, these are the type of things you realize, and you be like, God damn it, I used to love this having pussy pics sent to me. I want them just
get that shit off my phone.
Get the shit. The fuck you sending pussy for?
You going halfway scream when you open it.
Hey, I did a little bit actually.
Shit.
I literally let out a church scream when she said, because it was a full like frontal like pic, and I'm like, oh, like it caught me off guard.
Well, and I guess the other thing is when you send unsolicited pics like that in the middle of the day, like if your dude's at work or hanging out with his friends and he just looks and opens up the picture, it's a good possibility that half his niggas and or his coworkers or some stranger sitting behind him. Behind him in line at Starbucks is about to see all
and
your
that's what makes it so much worse. I hate that shit. Like I will close my nope. Nope.
You gotta be confident in yours too, because you can't have it look like the bad guy on Stranger Things.
You motherfucker.
Okay.
We know somebody that's super picking and look like that. The longest lips ever. Jesus.
Like you fixed your fingers to type. Why did you send me this? Like,
okay,
Mo,
so
I called her. I'm honest. I'm upfront.
Oh wow.
That makes it even better when she thinks she's about to call and be like, I can't wait to get home to see that for real.
I called her and said, why the fuck did you send this to me?
No, why the fuck?
Why the fuck?
Oh.
Okay.
I am so blunt. Why the fuck did you send this to me? I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
That's just...
such a big turn off.
Damn it.
Totally. It got soft the moment you did that. I'm good.
Damn, Lou. What? Okay. We're gonna move on because we spent a lot of time on Peen picks and
yeah, let's go, King.
I didn't want to be that. So,
clap it up.
I think we're gonna skip over Mary J and Kathy.
Yeah, we could do her another topic show.
Yeah, we talked for quite some time on on The Good Place, and
she ain't stopped smoking crack again, so her story's not interesting until I get a crack album.
Damn it!
When I get a crack album, I'm ready.
So we are going to move on and throw out some congratulations, I guess, to
Cardi B,
Cardi B.
Offset.
And
that's what I'm talking about. Hoes is winning.
Did you say Bible set?
Did you do the tongue click? Did you just do the mouth clap?
Right after a clap.
I love it. I think I did. I didn't mean to though.
The fact that it was on accident is so much
Lou,
work.
we're gonna have to send you to Bad Bitches Anonymous pretty soon. I blame myself a little bit, but you were morphing into a full bad bitch. I need you to bring it back. Bring it back. When you start doing the tongue pop without realizing it, when you're not doing it ironically anymore, we have to have an intervention for you.
I did not mean to do that at all. I don't know where the fuck that came from.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so Cardi B and her boyfriend Offset from Migos.
Offset from Amigos.
I don't know any of their
Why'd
names.
you say it like that?
Because to me, this is where my old lady kicks in. When
Same reason why Lou said Amigos.
Oh shit, they're not Amigos.
You said that shit on Atlanta too.
Welcome to Over 30 mode. This is where you start not paying attention to rappers' names and you just throw whatever.
I don't know who these little niggas is.
Amigos? Yeah.
I don't know none of these little niggas for real. None of them.
Yeah, they're all Migos to me. That's it. That's all I know. Yeah, I know Wrap It Up Then. I don't know what his real name is. I know Do I Look Like I Was Left Off of Bad and Bougie?
Quavo.
Yeah,
I know Quavo because he did the song with DJ Khaled and Justin Bieber.
Don't know any of them. Anyway, in a totally convincing, didn't seem at all staged or rehearsed. Or
okay, I thought I was the only one that saw. I thought I was the only one that saw that. So fake.
Because so Offset walks up, like they're on stage, they're at a concert. She comes out and she's like, hey. And then like she looks away for a second and looks back, and now this nigga's like kneeling down with the ring.
How many did she do, King? How many?
A ridiculous amount. And you know it was a ridiculous amount because she had to put her hand on her head to make sure that her wig was still in place
King,
for a second.
She was giving it.
How you know it was fake?
Hair flips.
They fakely broke up last week. And on her timeline or whatever, they were like beefing somehow on their timeline. And then he was like, I'll never lose such and such. I'll never lose. He put that on his, and he had like 3 engagement ring like emojis on there. And then this
look at T with the pop culture. Yes.
I think it was Jesus and Mel. Was it Jesus and Mero?
Jesus.
Jesus and Mero. Yeah, it was on there.
Yeah, they cracked me up.
Well, y'all want to talk about it? We could talk about why that shit was fake as a motherfucker. I can explain it to you.
You've been waiting for this the whole time, Lou. You have it.
King.
You do it.
King.
Yeah.
First things first. Again, it's
Wait,
a hell of a coincidence.
You got to start it off with bitch.
Okay, hold on. Bitch. First things first. It is a hell of a coincidence that the week you get engaged is the same week you drop the single off your upcoming and new album that features this same woman and this same nigga. That
song been out a while though.
No. Motorboard came out Friday.
No, it's been out a while. I heard it a while ago.
You did not hear this one.
I did hear Motorboat like 2-3 weeks ago.
I'm
telling you, I heard Motorboat 3 weeks
If you heard it,
with Cardi B and Nicki
because
it's been out for a minute.
Because Nicki just announced it. Well, Nicki announced it today because Nicki, as all interesting insiders are saying, Nicki is fucking pissed about this song because they snuck and put Cardi B on it and she didn't know about it. So she's pissed.
Why would you
been on Spotify about that minute, yo?
So she's pissed about it. They say that the whole time that they had the little breakup, now they're attempting to say the breakup is because Offset played this record for her and let Cardi B know that Nicki was on the track. She was pissed. Like, why the hell would you put her on this song and I'm not on this song? And that led to her having that emotional breakup moment and them getting back together and then him proposing to her.
I thought it was because of Purple Blanket.
No, because that's some bullshit that she put out there. Because clearly she's not gonna say that I'm jealous because you got this bitch on this song who I'm beefing with right now.
Oh, they're beefing?
Yes, they are extremely hard. And
But
Nicki
she-
has like Nicki's
How are they
whole-
beefing if she congratulated her and everything on her number one?
She also at one point congratulated Remy Ma for coming home.
Yeah,
And then-
Nicki was pretty shady.
And then like 2 weeks later, they beefing like shit. This is Nicki's move. This is what Nicki does. Nicki has openly said she don't want no other bras in the rap game to make any money, make any moves, because she feels she's the only one that should be doing any of this. So as I was listening to another show today that I will not name.
Good job, Lou.
They was breaking it down, and when they break it down, they pointed out that Nicki Minaj is strictly talking about Cardi B in her voice, in her verse, but you can tell that Nicki Minaj's verse came way before they recorded that Cardi B verse, which she did not write, that Offset wrote for her and put on that damn record. Because as I say, if you listen to Cardi B's music, again, unfortunately, I have listened to Gangsta Bitch Volume 1, Gangsta Bitch Volume 2, the mixtapes and all that shit from Cardi B.
A lot of unfortunately for you not to like it, Lou, because after
I don't.
volume 1 stuff,
but you gotta realize, King,
to volume 2.
Yeah, I also listen to almost every form of music comes out. I don't like these little niggas, but I said listen to it to see if the shit's gonna be any good. And when you listening to it, the cadence, the flow, everything of that nature, none of it has ever sounded like Cardi B on any song she's ever made. Shit clearly sounds like Offset don't on some of the songs he's made. It's the same cadence, same flow. You tend to notice shit like that. So he wrote it for her. That again, not an issue because they are engaged. It makes sense. He writes a hit song for her, or which will be probably the number one record in the country in about a week or two, because all the people that's on it. He writes the shit, but in writing the shit, that shit's all about Nicki. It's literally her responding to Nicki Minaj's verse, and they playing it before Nicki Minaj's verse. That's part of the issue. Then again, with the fake engagement, a lot of people felt that they broke up, and the breakup hype was over Atlantic after they delayed the release of a couple of Cardi singles, and her album was supposed to drop a week and a half ago, and they're pushing that shit back, and they needed more buzz to build her up again. So that's where the fake breakup to the fake engagement to the fake everything with these two little niggas happened.
Everything in between. Yeah. Can we talk about and I hate it when it's done to me, but I absolutely love observing it. The shade that Offset's baby's mother threw.
Hold up. Hold up. I forgot that part came. Are we just talking about the baby mother or all the bitches who came out and say he's still sleeping with them right now?
Damn. I did not know.
Because it's way more than one woman who's coming out like, oh no, I'm fucking him right now.
I only heard about the baby mother. Like I heard her tweet of congratulations to my son's father and his new stepmother, even though I haven't met her.
She just shaded the point that she didn't meet Nicki. It's been
like, I hope I get invited to the wedding. Like, I was kind of expecting there to be a little in there. Congratulations on y'all little engagement. I hope I get invited to y'all little wedding.
Did she say little?
No, I just wanted her to know.
That would have been perfect if she did.
Yeah.
It's been a couple of brides who came out to bring up the point that they still sleeping right now with Offset.
Okay, so I don't really care about the fact that they're like together or engaged or whatever. It's just the whole thing about them being engaged has caused this uproar on social media. So a couple of days ago I was on Twitter. I am on Twitter. I was on Twitter and I saw that a dude posted saying, and he posted a picture of Cardi, like maybe, this was a while ago, probably when she was a stripper, and he was like, how is it that hoes and strippers are getting engaged to when good women are out there working hard and not getting engaged to? And I'm like, bro, you are a whole dude. Like, how is this?
Why did you care?
Affecting your life?
Because hoes winning.
Mm-hmm.
Hoes winning. Hoes been winning for months now, right, King?
Yeah, months, years
right now. Hoes been
ever
winning.
since the Basketball Wives and Real Housewives and Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, you mean where Cardi B came from?
Yeah. Those
is winning, man. Like they can't help it. Hoes is winning.
I had, and this kind of speaks to when I was like, let's just save it for the show. So I had posted on my Facebook account, I was like, hey, fellas, I know that Gucci just got married, and I know that Offset just proposed to Cardi B. but they're rich. Like, don't let me see a whole bunch of GoFundMe pages for your for your engagements and your weddings because I'm gonna unfriend you on site. And Lou was like, I mean, what does that mean? Like, hoes are when she's a stripper, hoes are winning. But what I was saying was kind of like what this dude said there, because now there's a whole bunch of women out there that are like, damn, I mean, you know, Gucci always talked about fucking hoes, blah, blah, blah. And Cardi was a stripper and they're getting rings. And I've been with this same nigga. We got, you know, 3 kids, but he don't want to propose to me. Like, you need to make something happen because for some reason people only, it almost seems like certain people only care once you see celebrities doing it. Like, chicks were ready to leave a whole relationship once Beyonce put Lemonade out there, but they've been in the same ain't shit relationship for the past 10
completely
years.
did not get the purpose of that album, as we talked about a couple of weeks ago. The album was that your man can cheat on you and you need to stay with him. That's the purpose of Lemonade. That was
They didn't listen all the way to the end, though. They got to
you better get information. That's what you better do.
They got to don't play yourselves and got extra excited and didn't listen to the rest of it. And then they saw Beyonce pop up with twins and was like, bitch, what? No.
No, but the whole thing about hoes winning, again, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but the whole thing about hoes winning, it's just a funny concept to me because it's just and another one I saw the one with the guy, but then I saw the one with the woman, and it's a lot of women who feel like, I think I sent I just sent Lucas a picture that I screenshotted. It was like there are women out there that believe that they're great women and they're good and they all want to love just love these men, but they don't want to do these whole things. They're not out there doing whole things. Why aren't they in relationships and why aren't they getting wifed up? Yeah, look, man. Sis. Is that how they say it? Sis.
That's what they say. Sis.
Yeah, look, man. Look, I believe there's a reason Halle Berry can't keep a man. There's a reason J-Lo
crazy.
Like, yeah. And she's pretty. She's not a hoe. Like, yeah, it's some.
They using that hoe as an excuse.
Yeah,
it's your shit. It ain't got nothing to do with the whole part.
I won't be the one on the panel, talking about women. I'm not gonna be that guy. So I'll let everyone else do it.
Not even just they shit, but
no, but you're right. They're using the whole whole thing. Like Amber Rose and what's her name? Amber Rose was married. She got a kid.
People take the most glaring issue or the most glaring part of the meme and then apply that to their life when that's not the case. Like
exactly.
It's mad other stuff is the reason of why that's the thing. And
you
and the other part of it is
a bottle, like
you
got
nothing. Got a shitty attitude.
Yeah, you got nothing to bring. You bring nothing to the table. You're lazy. You might be a good woman, but you're lazy. It's something. It's just
or you oversettling. I mean, at the same time, you could be oversettling because that's putting it out there like they got a great batch of dudes to pick from. Because how often have I been asked if I had a male friend? Like, everyone is either in a relationship or ain't shit or ain't trying to date. So it's like, at the same token, it's many reasons as to why people aren't.
That's
and
true.
when
and
you
women...
accept your own shit and shit you've dealt with, because look, it ain't just that. It's not just like the batch you have to choose from. You had a good batch at some point, and your ass wanted to choose from the Offset niggas at that point in time, and now you looking stuck.
Yeah,
those are the best ones.
I think I've had conversations about like, why, like, oh my gosh, why are, me specifically, why are you single? And then just, in general, why are there so many single women? But like, I'm always saying, like, because number one, women outnumber men.
Right.
And then you start like cutting into that by, the dudes who are already in relationships, the dudes who don't want women. I mean, that's a real thing. And then like the dudes who are in jail and ain't shit. And that cuts it down even further.
To just Lou.
And he will be single forever.
Because Lou ain't shit. Lou ain't shit. I'm letting you know Lou ain't shit. Ain't no second guessing that one.
Nope.
But that's easy math, right? Like, that's easy math as far as.
I mean, you would think so, but then everybody also wants to feel like they're special. So it's like, oh my gosh, I'm special. Like, okay, you're special, but it's only so much to go around. So just be happy. And so then, that's when you have these chicks falling into these messy ass relationships and settling. Like,
but some people also was ready before others. Like it's not like you never had an opportunity. You just chose something else over that guy at some point in time.
Right.
Or they over you at some point in time. But
like you felt like you had time, and now you're in your 30s, and like the dudes you were overlooking before are starting to look a little better because you're lonely. So then you end up with the dude who's a felon. No offense to felons. Some
end up with Gucci, man.
You end up with Gucci, but not the Gucci with money though.
Okay, I was about to say.
But in all honesty, though, if you truly think about it, is that still a good thing?
Nah, Gucci got money. Gucci slimmed down.
And Gucci probably fucking at least 5.
He's still probably ain't shit.
With him being married to you, that don't make it better for you.
Yeah,
she got 3 kids that they say
married
she
a hoe.
Jamaica.
See, and when I say that's what I mean by when the term comes out, hoes winning. Unfortunately, people only focus on the women hoes of that situation. It ain't just the women hoes is winning.
Yeah.
Men hoes is winning.
Yeah.
Hoes in general are winning.
Jay-Z.
Mm-hmm.
Jay-Z been a hoe for years.
Bruh.
Right? It's nothing new. He told us in your music he was a hoe. And look who he ends up with. He ends up with someone who don't know no better.
But you're right. The thing is in society today, everyone, when you say hoe, no one flips the script.
I just thought about Ant.
Because Ant doesn't believe in hoes. But
Ant doesn't believe in hoes. So.
Ant don't believe in hoes.
Ant is kind of like, I don't know what to say about that, but anyways, but when you say hoe, when we use the word hoe, we never, or society right now again is one-sided, and society would say hoe, and they'll only say hoe is equal to women. So it's impossible for certain people to overlook it, turn around and look at the fact that when you say hoe, you're talking about the guy hoes too. Hoes is winning.
Women hoes is winning too. Women hoes been winning.
Women hoes have been winning. What do you mean is winning? They've been winning. This is not. This is. I think we are in social media.
At one point in the early 2000s, women hoes wasn't winning nearly as much.
Lewinsky, don't give me that shit.
They say Monica Lewinsky.
She was a intern.
She's also in '96. I said early 2000s. So Monica Lewinsky was nowhere around in the early 2000s. Well, okay, she existed, but she was.
She wasn't winning.
Scandal.
Her dry cleaner character was winning.
The character, the chick off Scandal is based off of is from the 2000s.
Yeah, but Judy is not actually a hoe in real life. She's actually did none of what they have her doing in Scandal.
They just had to make her
absolutely none of that.
Oh, so Scandal fake.
Yeah, they just want to make her a little more reckless. So
she didn't sleep with the president in real life.
Never mind.
She was a fixer. She fixed problems. In
Never
real
mind.
life, the person who played Scandal played way more to the movie Michael Clayton with George Clooney, where she fixed problems. Scandal is a hoe who on TV being a hoe. But she elevated why hoes was winning. Because they showed that hoes on TV, you hoe enough, you can be the president's mistress and have him leave his wife.
You can be in the White House.
Exactly. They giving hoes dreams now. See, we didn't always give hoes dreams. We used to let a hoe be a hoe and be like, look here, this is as good as you can get. Bitch, you gonna be in the back room somewhere. And then all of a sudden, Love and Hip Hop came out, Basketball Wives came out, and hoes start getting mansions and shit and TV deals. And they like,
that's the thing.
I could be a hoe and get a TV contract.
Hold on. I think it's been happening. Now it became a thing with reality TV, and it became a thing with social media. Like hoes have been winning. That's what I'm saying. Social media and reality TV put it in our faces.
No. It brought hoes out to the limelight. Before
that's what he's saying.
Yeah, before then, hoes were just you were delegated to backroom non-attention areas.
You would still get a house. You would still get your bills paid. You would still get a car. But now it's like, oh, you can get a house, get a car, and get your bills paid.
That's not the key part anymore. It's not getting a house. I can get a fucking TV deal and be a hoe. I can become a celebrity and be a hoe. That's the difference. It's not necessarily about getting bills paid. You can be anybody and get your bills paid if you play your contract.
So it's glorified.
Exactly. Hoes have got to the point where they've elevated past regular hoes.
You know who not winning though?
Who?
Niggas who like discount hoes. Because
they don't exist no more.
Yeah.
You can't just pay a bitch rent and think you're gonna be good. She gonna look at you like you stupid.
Nah, even before rent.
She gonna be like, what rent, nigga? Are you crazy? Where's the car note? Bitch, where my diamonds at?
Beyonce
hoes want
almost
more.
helped out for a minute when it was Red Lobster. They kind of fucking up the industry at this point, I guess.
Hoes in general are to the point where they expect more, and that's what you never expected hoes to do is expect more. You're supposed to be grateful for what I gave you. If I paid your rent, if I paid your bills, be grateful. But now they like expecting it. They're like, bitch.
Yeah, so when you glorify it, then they want to start asking for more. I guess.
And then think about it, though, they could just be a hoe and get on Love and Hip Hop tomorrow and be good.
Mm-hmm.
They cast 10 hoes
and don't even have to have the baby to do it.
Oh, time out. Then
they used to
have a chick on Love and Basketball?
What did you? I'm sorry. What did you say, Mo?
Dwight Howard had a chick on Love and Basketball. I think one of the earlier seasons.
Yeah, but she was
not.
She was different.
She was his baby's mother.
Yeah, she was different. She was. They were in a serious relationship.
Yeah, she's the mother of his son.
Yeah. Oh, I thought that was.
Ooh, Dwight Howard has plenty of baby mamas. That first one wasn't just a baby mama. That first one was a fiance.
Yeah, he didn't want her on the show.
Well, he don't want. Yeah, he tried to ban her from being on the show.
I feel like the love and hip hops and Basketball Wives and all of those. I don't, and I'm gonna play an ant here for a minute. I don't want to necessarily call them hoes, but I think it definitely glorified ratchet culture.
Not all of them were hoes. Just 98% of them.
So even the ones that might be like legit wives and not side pieces and stuff like that, I feel like even they get up there and it's a whole bunch of neck rolling and finger snapping and blah 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 and getting in people's faces and all of that stuff. And I think that's kind of where things just went downhill. And so now
I give you that for the bitches. I'm sorry. For women.
Damn it, Lou. That was the first time I was actually offended. Like, shit, Lou. What?
I give you that for the women of Love and Basketball because some of them are legitimate wives. All them Jones though on Love and Hip Hop, all them hoes. All them hoes. They may be a hoe who eventually becomes a wife, but you started out as a hoe.
Damn it.
You started out as a hoe.
You just throwing that word out so much.
There's so much hoe that has been said in the last few minutes. I just feel like I have to step in and be like, okay,
you can't be on television and you fuck the whole squad and then you get married to a nigga in the squad and not think you a hoe. Literally, you Project Pussy. It tossed you around with no problem, Joe. I'm not saying is anything wrong with that if you decide to celebrate your sexuality that way. But there's certain titles that's gonna come along with when you do it on television. Don't do that shit in the public.
Right.
Maybe they feel like they have nothing to be ashamed of.
Exactly. But that's when we got to the point of really hoes is winning, when you start taking whole behavior and putting it out there for the world, like, oh no, this is gonna make me famous.
But see, the problem with that is, I can't believe I'm doing this. The problem with that,
you defending them, King? You defending them, aren't you?
It hurts my soul to do this.
No, it doesn't.
If you only knew, Mo, how much I cannot
despise
hoes, but
you hate hoes.
You're like, they're putting it out there now, but it's one of those things of women have been doing this in the background for years. Meanwhile, you have rappers and stuff glorifying going out and doing hoe shit, and they just get called pimps and players, and they're applauded for it. And so now women are coming out and like, hey, I can do this shit too. Look at all this shit I got from this dude or whatever they're doing. And it's kind of, it's one-sided. So I'm not going to say, don't go out there and do this blah, blah, blah. Like, how about everybody just try to learn how to be decent people?
I mean, Safari a hoe.
Yeah.
We call Stevie J a hoe. I mean, the public considers Stevie J a hoe, or what's the other light-skinned nigga on that show?
Stevie's a hoe.
I don't know.
Peter Guns.
People on that show.
Peter Guns. They consider him a hoe.
Peter's a
hoe. All of them all the dudes on there are considered hoes too.
But again, the thing
hoes is women ain't got nothing to do with women to me. It's men and women.
To prop King's point up a little bit, to her credit, in society, Peter Guns, Stevie J, what they're doing, yes, it is hoism, but they're not like it's not like you're looking at them and you're going, ugh. you're looking at them and you're going, oh, okay, you're a hoe. But then you look at Amber Rose, and you go, like.
Nah, I don't look at Amber Rose and go, because in all honesty,
I'm just throwing out a
name.
name.
You gotta realize though, like
I'm throwing a name out there. I didn't mean. I know Amber Rose. Amber Rose is not a hoe in my book, but I'm just. Saying.
Oh, okay. But
I mean, she has the slut walk or whatever that shit.
I'm not going to say she's not a hoe in my book, but I'm going to say that she does not put her whole business out there as much as the other people do. Like
Her
Amber has
business.
been around the block a little bit, but she ain't putting it out there for everybody.
Yeah, I mean, again, she's not dating like the same rap dudes like everyone is dating. Like
literally,
crazy.
she is dating the same rap dudes.
That's
like
the
everyone
difference.
else
The
does.
difference is every other girl is posting pictures. Like
She posts nothing.
She's being
but pictures.
discreet.
No,
she's being
doesn't.
discreet
She
unless
posts
it's a
nothing
serious
but
relationship.
pictures.
Because between Wiz and what's his name, 21, who was in between that?
Who was before that?
No, who was
in between
Wiz
Khalifa and 21
Literally.
Savage?
Oh. How many names did you like?
Okay.
No, it's okay. You don't.
Don't worry about it. I mean, but what I'm saying is, who is the most public? It's
Kanye West. Because neither one of them niggas you named.
No, I said between Wiz.
Between Wiz and.
But think about it though. She literally married Wiz. So you're saying after she left Wiz.
But Kanye was a serious relationship. Wiz was marriage.
Yeezy taught me.
Oh yeah, because Kanye could have called her whole.
Made a whole album about
He made a whole album
30
about her.
showers, bruh.
Okay, and see, but again, the issue with that is before that, Kanye, like he sits there, he does whole shit and talks about bitches he fucked and makes the odes to all the women that he fucked over, and that's cool. But Amber Rose has to be discreet about it. Because it's, I mean, unfortunately, there's a double standard, and I know there's a double standard.
It's pain me to say it. It's the double standard, and it's you're a woman, and in society, women have virtue, and you're supposed to not be out there. It's so weird and tacky. That moral clause, that whole, you know what? Yeah, this is a different show.
Like it's whack. It's whack is what it is, Mo.
James Harden. Nick Cannon. Oh, I'm just naming all the people that Amber Rose slept with in between 21 Savage and Wiz Khalifa. Like, yeah.
Okay.
But she said she didn't sleep with Nick Cannon, though. I don't know that I believe that, but
at all.
It's not my business.
No one believes that.
Like, it's not my business, and I'm not gonna, go.
And I also don't think she was posting them on her social media. I think
keep in mind, all of these are pictures off her social media.
Paparazzi shots.
No, some of these are pictures off her social media.
But also, you can't say every dude she took a picture with on her Instagram is a dude that she fucked.
No. These are confirmed. Amber has no issue confirming her relationships. That's the key part with her. She has no issue saying I was with this man from this point to this point.
Bloodiness.
That's just her, and she has no issue bringing up the threesomes that she's been involved in.
Nice. Did she say she ate Kanye's butt or put a finger in it?
I think she said she put a finger in it.
She should put a finger in it.
Interesting.
I mean, but
because
again, to me,
he's talking about
relationships she has to do. I mean,
hey Amber, what's up?
What you looking for? Hey, no. But again, we're not talking about hoes in general as just women. I'm talking about hoes as in men and women.
Yeah,
gay men, gay women.
They have to be talked about. Yeah, gay men, gay women.
Hoes in general have to be talked about. Like it's hoes. It can't help it. That's just the way, and they women. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, and it's great, Lou, that you are all encompassing with, you're including all.
Everybody's a hoe to me.
All hoes matter.
All hoes matter.
But unfortunately, that's not the way society sees it. So although I do look at some people and be like, oh, that's some hoe shit right there. I don't know, I just feel the need to, stand up and be like, okay, but let's not forget, like when there's certain things that piss me off, like Kanye talking about all the showers he had to take before he could sleep with Kim after Amber Rose. And Amber Rose is like, well, Kim is the reason why we broke up. Like, I wasn't a hoe when you were actually with me, but then when you saw somebody that you had more interest in, now I'm a hoe. Or like Chris Brown making his You Can't Trust the Thought song, and then in the middle of that song at its height, this other chick comes out like, hey, we had a baby while he was with his girlfriend and possibly still fucking with Rihanna. Like,
let's be realistic though. Amber was a hoe when she met Kanye.
No. while. When you're dating, that's the thing. What King was saying is while we were dating,
she was a hoe while they were dating. There was no difference.
What do you mean? Like when you say a hoe, it's like
he got that blank out the strip club. I'm not gonna use that word, King. He pulled that joint out the strip club. She was with him where that nigga was emotionally not there at all. It's not like they had at all a healthy relationship. You don't pull a bride out the strip club and say, I'm a wife you and think that shit's healthy. That shit's not healthy. He was drunk most of the time he was with her. Everybody knew it too. Like Amber Rose used Kanye West for fame.
He used her for therapy.
He used her for sex. Sex therapy, if you want to call it therapy, that's fine. But he used her for sex. That's all she was.
Upset?
Huh?
Why do you sound upset?
No. But that's what I mean. He used her for sex. That was the point of their whole relationship. It wasn't a situation where it's like, I love you. It was more, I need somebody to distract me from the point that my mama had plastic surgery and died. And guess what, bitch? Pull you out of the strip club. You are the chosen one. And that's what happened. And in the process, she got famous. One thing about Kanye West, unfortunately, about him is he is unnecessarily bluntly honest about his shit.
There's only one unfortunate thing about Kanye West?
Yes, because if he was not as bluntly honest as he was, we would not know anything about Kanye West. Because everything will be hidden like it is for everybody else. Kanye just does not have that ability to hide shit.
That's why his concerts are so much fun right now. You go to a Kanye concert, you're expecting to hear some
Kanye should be Jay-Z if he didn't talk.
Pretty much. Oh,
I would like that Kanye better.
Nah, I don't think that Kanye would be like great. Because we'd be looking at another Jay-Z. It wouldn't be good. Like someone who could spit and keep his shit together. We'd be looking at everybody else.
You'd be looking at Drake. If Kanye West was quiet, he would be Drake.
And I know I don't want to spend Kanye money on a ticket just to hear that nigga stand on stage and rant for 45 minutes about how he's not friends with Jay-Z anymore.
He gonna go
off. Money
back.
Talking about some Jay, don't send your hitters at me. I'm like, nigga.
Yeah, no.
If you don't start singing some shit right now,
I think Kanye West in concert. It's fucking awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. Seen him in concert. He's fucking awesome. But again, we pointed out that hoes is winning. Ain't nothing wrong with you hoes winning. Get your money. Do you, boo boo. And that goes for all.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with hoes winning.
No,
if you mad, if you mad,
we're establishing that hoes is winning. That don't mean it's a bad thing that hoes is winning.
Yeah, if you mad, you need to get your shit straight, get your shit together, get your attitude.
I feel bad for
stale ass personality
who have decided that I'm going to have some limitations on the things I will accept. And the only reason I'm gonna bring them up is because, unfortunately, in the culture that we're in at this present time, you have people around our age, around our age,
fuck you,
who get these preconceived notions on what a woman should do, what a woman should be, based off of some of the women who
raised them,
have whole behaviors that they see in the limelight, and they think that's a normal thing for a woman to do. That shit's not normal for a woman to do that. It's not normal for a woman to dress like that. And it leads to a lot of disrespect from the younger people in our culture that needs to not happen towards these women. And I feel bad for those women because, unfortunately, they feel like they have to transform themselves into a Cardi B or someone else to get the attention or find somebody to be with, when that should not be the case. Because males' minds are morphed into what they believe a woman should be. That's a serious problem.
Yeah, I always say I blame Instagram because
it's your highlight reel. That highlight reel shit ain't cool at all.
Like, I feel like, number one, like the air quotes, the Instagram models have set a level of expectation in dudes' minds.
Yes.
And that, like, you know, for instance, sometimes somebody will pop into my inbox and be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Haven't talked to you in a while. You want to send me a picture? No, nigga, I don't want to send you a picture. Why the fuck? Who are you? No, get away from me. Ew. But I think at this point, it's become so acceptable and expected. And then I don't want to say you're normal women because there's like a whole spectrum. So I don't want to say what's normal and what's not. There's some people who are freer with their bodies and like they're into exhibitionism. And then there's some people who aren't.
But I'm talking about even for them, King, because some of them may be freer in it, but that don't mean they want to go to the level that other people would want them to go to be accepted.
Well, and that's what I'm saying is, so now at this point, if you're single and you're looking for companionship and you're not comfortable with being by yourself until it happens, then it's just like, oh, well, this chick is busting it open on the gram. Maybe that's what I need to do to get the level of attention so that somebody will wife me up or want to pay me some attention. And then you have people who are compromising themselves and doing shit that they never thought that they would do, just so they can get that attention.
Especially young girls, and that's what bothers me more than anything.
Yeah, that's where my issue comes in.
They see that and they think it's the norm, and that's not the norm at all. And it's weird that it troubles a kid who grew up in the 90s to ever think it would get as bad as it is now. Like when I'm seeing 15-year-olds wearing little to nothing on Instagram, like, damn, like what? Why is that? And then all the little dudes comment, yeah, man, that's sexy and all that. Like, come on, dude. No, that's not. That's not. Don't degrade yourself for the attention of niggas. Fuck them niggas.
Word. It sets a bad precedent.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think that is a good place to wrap it up.
Hey, wrap it up then.
Hey, did Lou make a good comment and then we end the show?
Almost.
Wrap it up then.
Kill him with the shoulders.
Like Lou just kind of shut it down. Like, hey.
You put T to sleep though.
Yeah, I was trying to let you end on a good note, Lou, and then you had to point out that we were ending on your good note and you fucked it up.
My bad, Lucas.
That's Lucas. Yeah, so thank you everyone for tuning in and listening and rocking with us. We will be back probably on Thursday with our topics, which I feel like we already got a couple left over from this show, so that's great.
It's dancery, King.
There will be no hateration or holleration in our dancery. That's right. No more drama. No, our show is full with drama. So I can't even. Clearly.
Shout out to Mo.
Yeah, thank you.
What up?
Nigga.
What up?
Nigga.
Coming through.
Lou.
You can let the moderator do it, but it's
who's
okay.
fucking this cow? Let me do my job. Thank you, Mo, for coming through and hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Of course. Awesome to have you here. Hopefully Ant will be back.
King, you gotta shout out the real MVP though, King.
Huh?
You just shout out the real MVP.
Who, MJ?
Shout out to Amina for coming through.
Please, thank you.
Yes, thank you for sprinkling a little bit of extra estrogen on the conversation.
Get that nigga together. Yes, it is. Yes.
Popping her head in like.
Yes. She's like, let me get him all the way together on y'all podcast. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes. Oh, so you get titty pics.
I think
whispered the shit out.
That could possibly be one of the cons of being on a podcast, because sometimes you talk freely, like you say something and then you go back like, ooh, that sounds bad. That's not really the way I meant it to sound.
I stopped him once. I can't stop him. I couldn't stop him repeatedly. I stopped him one time.
I'm about to sleep on the couch tonight. Thank you very much, Draw 4.
Hey, it's what we do.
We ruin relationships and lives on Draw 4.
Sleep on the floor is better for your back. Hopefully we didn't get you in too much trouble, but
cool, thanks.
Yeah, this is all for entertainment, folks. So
no, seriously, that's
except for Lou's opinions. Those shit is fucking facts.
Yes, no, Lou.
You had one good opinion tonight, Lucas. Like, don't get carried away.
All my opinions are good.
One out of like the 50 things you said. T, welcome back.
Thanks.
So happy to have my balance back. Whew. Oh man.
Thursday gonna be interesting. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to listen to that one, because I know Ant gonna be on this. Ant gonna be upset. Ant is gonna be a little upset that he didn't do this one, because he's gonna be like, "Oh, we talking about penis?"
He's gonna be so upset.
The moment we start talking about hoes and Ant can't point out he does not believe in hoes.
You sounded just like him too, Mo.
Yeah. What? Y'all talking about penis today? Oh man,
I can't believe I missed that. Penis and hoes? Shit. Yeah, so hopefully the game will be all back together.
That was a spot on impression. And then I thought I heard his laugh, but that was Lou.
My chest.
We hear
Oh, God.
podcast. That's so sad.
Hopefully, I will be a little less congested.
Yeah, get better, King.
Yeah,
I'm gonna try.
I'm gonna go see.
Better.
Oh, tomorrow, happy Halloween, everybody out there.
Yes.
Be
Happy
safe.
Halloween. Be
on them
safe.
streets.
Check your kids' candy.
Oh yeah,
Stay with your kids.
Yeah, that's
Don't
right.
send your little ones out
Ooh.
trick or treating by themselves because it's
I'm
crazy.
gonna
That
There's a lot in
Halloween,
these
that
streets.
Halloween episode that we did that she was on is going on our website. So yeah, you should tell your peoples to go look at that. Earth2CC.com. I'm gonna do a shameless plug for Halloween, but yeah.
Please do. Yes.
He does have a fucking website. I need to
We
talk
help each other
to
out.
Patrick and give me a website.
Notice how Lou said, "Get me a
Me.
website."
Oh,
Fuck the squad.
Get the squad. When I say
Fuck
me,
the
I
other
mean
three
us.
people.
Do y'all mind if I
Kim
post
trying
this,
to break the
episode
internet
on the website?
No, please do.
All right, great.
Please do.
So,
It should. It'll be up. It should be up by tomorrow afternoon.
All right, so this is gonna be on there.
There you go.
Sweet. Thank
We're
you.
gonna get
Thank you,
Patrick to
Mo.
do us a website. I need a fucking website too, so I can put a fucking material like Keem loving ass nigga.
Oh man.
Shout out to everybody out there in the world though. We love y'all for listening. All 26 of y'all.
Right.
24 after this episode.
I'm
I'm sure we got a couple of hoes listening.
we gonna lose some hoes.
No, but we said hoes was winning, so they not going nowhere. They finna get all their friends and be like, "Yo, hoes winning." They love
They
hoes on this
probably on the phone
podcast.
with Mona Scott about to get a deal. They're like, "Oh, so that's how Lou feel." Okay.
No, I
Fuck
think
him.
well, it's kind of split because there's some people who I did like, oh yeah, I'm a hoe, I do hoe shit, and so what? And then there's some people who are like, well, what exactly is a hoe? And I don't appreciate that term and blah blah
Lou a
blah.
hoe. Lou has said multiple times, I am a hoe.
Yeah.
At this point in my life, it is
Congratulations.
I'm a hoe and I do hoe shit.
At this point in his life, okay.
But I still take other hoes out to eat.
Nice.
Appetizers though.
But he only lets them get
Don't get
appetizers.
entrees. Those are the rules.
So, quick question. I've always wanted to ask the question. So it's only the hoes that get appetizers, like the women.
They get appetizers too. That shit don't separate.
Okay,
Ain't got time to separate.
So okay, cool. That's what's up. As long as you don't discriminate, if everyone is getting appetizers,
I love all my queens of all races, shapes, forms, or sizes. And then you become a hoe later on. I don't know how you make that transformation, but
maybe it's you. Have you thought about that?
I can bring up a lot of people. I agree. 100%.
That's Lou's trouble. Every woman he touches turns.
Oh yeah. Kim, are you still watching that?
I'm like thinner.
I finished on Sunday, and I was like, "Fuck this show for leaving me in my feelings."
Turbo Haven.
Yeah.
Nope.
It was an emotional roller coaster. But I finished all 5 seasons in like a week and a half.
T gave us the wrap it up button. Let's wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up. So thanks everybody for coming out. Be sure to tell your friends about us. Please tell your friends about the Earth2 ComicCast so that you can hear everything nerd from Mo and his crew. And
scarf wearing ass nigga.
For both channels, like and subscribe.
Yes.
Please.
Oh, and check out
AKA Mo.
Who?
Why would he be it's not even their colors, Lou.
Is it an alpha? I'm sorry, Kappa.
No, that's Manchester United, bro. Chill.
Soccer.
Yeah, it's soccer. Like
I don't know. You see black niggas in scarves, so I automatically assume they're part of a sorority.
Hey.
Yes, let me go ahead and throw out this. Let me go ahead and throw this out there. Earth2 ComicCast on we have a website, earth2cc.com. Check us out there. This episode will be dropping on the podcast. So you want to listen to this? Yes. Look, if I put this episode on our website, you get the clicks. So whatever clicks and whatever subscriptions you get because of that website, that is my contribution to Draw Force. So yes, and I know I'll be talking about it when I get a chance to. So
awesome.
I do be talking about it.
Thanks, Mo. And if we can get to 30 listeners, we're gonna send everybody a video of Lou and his towel looking back at it.
Yo, can y'all subscribe? Please subscribe. Because I want that. Please subscribe.
That's some bullshit. Why would you promise something like that, kid?
Or dancing to Beyonce at the
I'm not
club.
gonna. We
Hey,
could
the
definitely
bar.
give
you're
you.
liable to get that before you get new nigga back at it. Damn it.
Yeah, we could definitely get you, Lou, trying to resist the urge to throw his hands up.
I can't.
And
resist
me
urge at
just not
7-Eleven.
being able to handle it. I cannot.
I can't. 7-Eleven come on. It's over at this point. Can't help it.
No.
All right. So thanks for rocking with us, everyone. Until the next time. Okay, somebody get your giggle ready since Ant's not here. Until the next time, squad out.